Yo, what is good, y'all? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. In this video today, we are going to be going over the top 10 point guards in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. Now, I did record this video a month ago probably, so a lot has stayed the same, but there has been some changes, some new additions to the point guard list, and some guys that aren't on here anymore. Now, these guys are both for current and next gen. It's just all perceptive to whether you value current gen or next gen more, but we'll be talking about that all today. If you are new to my channel and have not yet, please smash that subscribe button as we're on the road to 40,000 subscribers, and let's see who's number 10 on my list. Now, most of these guys I am going to be showing you on actual 2K, but this guy, I personally didn't get him. I was actually only one spotlight challenge away, or whole spotlights from getting him, but I just didn't have the motivation to do so. But if you did, Rafer Alston is very, very solid, especially on next gen. 6'2", 6'3" wingspan. The Trace McGrady base, Trey Burke base, actually is what it is on next gen. It's just ridiculous. 8 Hall of Famers, 18 golds, 17 silvers, 88 3-ball, 70 driving, 96 speed ball, 97 ball handle, 96 speed acceleration with an 85 lateral quickness. Has some good finishing badges. Now, obviously, the lack of Showtime dunks really is a big deal for me, at least specifically. And I mean, he has silver range extender, so that's fine as well. Hall of Fame handles for days. Does some stuff well on next gen. I'm telling you, I like him a lot more than current gen. 85 driving dunk tendency, good defensive tendency. 6-wise, Pro 1 on next gen's not bad. He does have the Trey Burke release on quick, which is just a super, like I said, quick release. And just the playmaking badges that he gives you is incredible. Now, I've never used a fully badged out Rafer Alston, but I promise you, basically all but one of his badges is upgradable. So when you fully badge out Rafer Alston, you guys do the math. He's got over 40 total badges, and he would be incredible. Now, I never would recommend badging him out, but even as his base card, he's a pretty complete card that I think for a free card is very, very underrated and overlooked in NBA 2K21. I even overlooked him for the longest time, but then looking back at his stats, for his time, Rafer was a very solid card. Coming in at number 9 is a guy that I have on in my inventory at least, and the fact that he goes for 5,000 MT, or at least less than 6,000 MT, is just absolutely crazy to me. I don't understand why he's so cheap, and honestly, with as cheap as he is, I kind of want to invest in him. I'm not going to, but I don't think he's a bad investment because I don't see Chris Paul's price ever going down for as good as this card is. You look at, the double take packs, obviously, I got Sean Kemp invested in him, and I think you might be able to do the same thing with the Pantheon players. Obviously, with CP3, I don't know if it's really doable at this point. But looking at Chris Paul here, 6 foot tall, 90 at 3-ball, can't dunk the ball, that does hurt, but on next gen it just truly doesn't matter. 89 ball handle, 90 steal, 89 perimeter defense, 93 speed ball acceleration, as well as that 94 lateral quickness. So you might ask, why Ty do you like Chris Paul over Rafer? Well, really, I just think he's a little better on the defensive end, and that's just enough to put me him just that one spot ahead. And badge wise, Chris Paul has more badges than Rafer. It comes with gold clamps, comes with the gold range extender, I do believe, as well. And obviously, I love his shot on current gen, next gen, it doesn't matter. Comes with steady shooter on next gen, turns to blinders. I'm telling you, on next gen, Chris Paul is a top point guard in the game. On current gen, I'm just not quite as high on this card, and that's why he's not higher on my list. But a fully badged out Chris Paul is going to have 48 golds and 1 Hall of Fame badge without adding any. If you add some badges, he has over 50 total badges, which is just absolutely crazy for an amethyst Chris Paul card. Now, I don't use this card very often because I, have the Steph Currys, have the John Stocktons. But for a budget card for 5,000 MT, you're not going to find better than CP3. Coming in at number 8 is a season of giving rewards that you did have to grind quite a bit for in Jrue Holiday. Now, I was surprised to see his primary position was point guard. I just figured it would be shooting guard for whatever reason. But looking at Jrue here, 6'3", 205 pounds, 89 3-ball, 65 driving dunk, 86 ball handle. Defensively is where he is just incredible. 94 steal, 96 perimeter defense, 89 speed ball acceleration, as well as an 96 lateral quickness. To go along with this, he has the Zion on current gen type release, which I think is release 29. 80 driving dunk tendency, that doesn't really matter. What matters are his defensive tendencies, which 75 on ball steals, 75 contest shot tendencies. are pretty good. Similar to Chris Paul, has just a ton of overall badges, Hall of Fame tireless defender, and then just look at the badges defensively through and through. Pickpocket, pick dodger, clamps, heart crusher, interceptor, intimidator. Those are key badges that he comes with. Quick first step, green machine, hot zone hunter, like has some incredible badges. Obviously, when you fully badge him out, when you give him Deadeye, flexible, range extender, he is going to be even better. Now, I don't give him those badges, but it's safe to say that if you give him all those badges, Jrue Holiday can compete with some of the other best point guards in the game, coming in at number 8 on my top 10 point guard list. Coming in at number 7 is a guy that I honestly had no idea where to put, because I personally don't like the card, but a lot of people swear by this Penny Hardaway card. And when you look at him, you can see what he does. 6'7", that's the big thing. 82 3-ball and 80 driving dunk. 88 ball handle. Defensively, he's pretty mediocre. 80 steal, 85 perimeter defense, 89 speed with an 85 lateral quickness. So overall, he's pretty mediocre, but he does have the Pro 2 size up, which is the Steph Curry type size up. And I think that's why a lot of people really like this card. 90 driving dunk tendency. You hop on down to the defensive tendencies here, which are pretty mediocre. They're not bad. 78 pass interception, 75 on-ball steal is very, very good. 11 Hall of Fame badges. Hall of Fame Dimer, Slithery, Needle Threader, Pass Fake, Maestro, Stop and Go, Unpluckable, and Floor General. So has some good badges. I mean, Floor General is a big Hall of Fame badge as well. And defensively, he's not bad. If you can hide him on a cone, he's not bad. He's 6'7". He's going to be able to at least hold his own. The problem for me is I don't know what he gives you. He's not a great shooter. Attacking the rim, he's okay, but he's just not super quick. He's not bad by any means. There's just a lot of better cards for their price than Pink Diamond Penny. Coming in at number 6 is a card that I swore by at the start of the game. If you ask a lot of people, they will tell you, I love this card. And I still don't mind Deron Williams, but at this point, it's just like, there's just a lot better cards out there, I feel like, than Deron Williams. But nonetheless, looking at D-Will here, I'm trying to find his base card. I don't know if this is it or not, but he's very, very solid still to this day. Coming in at number 6, and we got him so long ago. 91 3-ball, 70 driving dunk, 96 ball handle. Defensively, that's where he leaves little to be desired. 83 perimeter defense, 94 speed ball acceleration. So it's an 84 lateral quickness. So the 83 perimeter defense with the lateral quickness being 84 just holds me back a little bit. 70 driving dunk tendency isn't very good. Pretty good defensive tendencies though across the board, plus a super long wingspan. You look at the badges: Slithery, tight handles, unpluckable, and floor general. So it does have some very good badges. Gold catch and shoot, corner specialist, relentless, break starter, lob city passer, dimer, pickpocket, pick dodger. Obviously quick first step as well. Now clamps is on silver once you fully upgrade him. So if you give him clamps, you give him the range extender that he can get as well. You can make this card very, very solid. The problem is, what badges are you applying to Deron? Because he's missing a lot. He's missing range, he's missing flexible, missing Deadeye, missing handles for days, missing showtime, missing, you know, some defensive badges, intimidator as well. So you got to kind of be selective on what badges you can give Deron, and just kind of those lack of key badges is what holds him back from being any higher. It does have the Pro 2 size. It has a nice movement behind the back. If we ever get a better Deron Williams that's just a little bit quicker, I would definitely pick him up. Coming in at number 5 is a guy that is very similar, in my opinion, to that Deron Williams card in Diamond Jamal Murray. Jamal is 6'4", 91 3-ball, 85 driving dunk, 90 ball handle, 84 perimeter defense, 90 speed ball acceleration, as well as an 84 lateral quickness. So on the defensive end, they are pretty similar once you badge Jamal out. 95 driving dunk tendency. Defensive tendencies aren't as good as Deron Williams, but you look at the badges: Hall of Fame catch and shoot, acrobat, relentless, contact, fancy, slithery, flexible release, tireless shooter, and volume shooter. So has those extra Hall of Fame badges compared to Deron. That is very, very key. Gold difficult shots, dimer, bailout, handles for days, needle threader, quick first step, space creator, stop and go, tight handles, Deadeye, green machine, hot zone hunter, range extender. Comes with consistent finisher, pro touch, as well as the bronze teardropper. Now, you're going to need to badge him out on defense. Pickpocket, pick dodger, clamps, intimidator. Those are the biggest ones that I see that this Jamal Murray needs. If you give him all of those on gold, I would love to play with the card because he will be absolutely incredible. Now, there are only 2 John Walls up on the auction house, and I think both of these have extra Hall of Fame badges. At least I don't remember a John Wall. I think he has 6 Hall of Famers, but this one is a fully badged out one, and we're going to look at this one right here to show you guys how truly good John Wall is, because a fully badged out John Wall is so tough still to this day. Overlooked by a lot of the other point guards, but I still love this card. 6'4". You look at the 3-ball with the shoe is an 82. With the coach, that's 86. That's serviceable with his good release. 95 driving dunk, 80 ball handle, 81 steal, 90 perimeter defense, 96 speed, speed, ball acceleration, as well as that 90 lateral quickness. So he kind of gets overlooked on the defensive end where he's very, very good as well. 95 driving dunk tendency, defensive tendencies, 94 on-ball steal tendency. Badge-wise, I don't know what extra Hall of Fame badge he does have, but I'm pretty confident he at least comes with that Hall of Fame quick first step. You look at the gold badges here, you got pickpocket, clamps, heart crusher, off-ball pest, tireless defender, Showtime, that's a big badge, and he consistently gets those Showtime dunks as well. Handles for days, needle threader, stop and go, tight handles, green machine, hot zone hunter, tireless shooter, volume shooter. Now, the badges that he doesn't have, you look, these are the only other upgradable badges. So what you see on John Wall is what you're going to get. Is he missing Pick Dodger? Yes, he does miss Pick Dodger, which definitely hurts him quite a bit, but that doesn't take away the badges he has, the stats he has, and I think John Wall is super, super overlooked. Now, my top 3 are pretty clear cut. Number 3 is Diamond John Stockton. And personally, on current gen specifically, I'm better with John Stockton than Steph Curry. Against competitive people, I am. 6'1", 170 pounds, 97 3-ball, 90 driving dunk, 91 ball handle. Mine's got a boosted steal, 98 steal, 93 perimeter defense, 94 speed, speed ball, 94 base acceleration, as well as a 95 lateral quickness. You're not going to find cards with a card with comparable stats to John Stockton. You just aren't. Great driving dunk tendency, defensive tendencies are solid as well. Mine has Hall of Fame Showtime, so he gets consistent Showtime dunks as well as Dimer, Giant Slayer, Showtime, Unpluckable, and Floor General. You look at the gold badges, catch and shoot does come with pickpocket, pick dodger, clamps, interceptor, intimidator, tireless defender, bailout, handles for days, needle threader, quick first step, space creators, tight handles, dead eye, flexible, green machine, hot zone hunter, range extender, blinders on next gen, steady shooter on current gen. Badges he's missing aren't much. There's not much he is missing. Maybe off-ball pest, but everything else he basically has. Off-ball pest, pro touch are the first 2 that are really notable that he doesn't have. But I'm telling you, it's going to be hard to consistently find better point guards than a fully badged out John Stockton. So coming in at number 2 for me on current gen is Steph Curry. On next gen, it's Derrick Rose. So your current gen coming in at number 2 is Pink Diamond Steph Curry, 6'3", 98 3-ball. We all know what Steph's going to give you. Not great at attacking the hoop, but ball handling is absolutely ridiculous. 92 steal, 84 perimeter, 92 speed, and 95 speed ball, and 92 acceleration. Defensively, he's just not very good. That's all there is to it at this point. It's just there's so many cards that are better than Steph on the defensive end, and that's just where I think he gets passed up. On current gen, Hall of Fame catch and shoot, difficult shots, slithery, tight handles, dead eye, green machine, and Hall of Fame range. Gold clamps, intimidator. Like badge wise, he's fine. He doesn't lack much in the badge department, if you want me to be completely honest with you. It's all just stat wise. He's just not quite to the level of number 1 on my list in Pink Diamond Derrick Rose on current gen specifically. You find a badged out Derrick Rose like this one right here. We'll just compare him to Steph. 6'3", 6'3". You look at Derrick Rose, yes, he's not going to be as good of a shooter, but look at the driving dunk, plus 30. Ball handling is basically going to be the same. Defensively, they're basically the same as well. Derrick Rose is faster and has that better lateral quickness. Tendency-wise, we know Derrick Rose is going to dunk on everybody. Defensive tendency-wise, Derrick Rose is a little bit better as well. Then you look at the badges. Whose badges are you taking? I know for me, I'm taking Derrick Rose, led by that Hall of Fame Showtime and Hall of Fame quick first step. Steph doesn't have either of them. I get he's got Hall of Fame range, green machine, and deadeye, but for me and the way I play, Derrick Rose's badges match me a little bit more. Gold catch and shoot also comes with quarter specialist, dimer, pickpocket, pick dodger, clamps, interceptor, tireless defender, consistent finisher, handles for days. Obviously, unpluckable is a big badge as well as deadeye, flexible, green machine, hot zone hunter, and range extender. Now, the badges I personally would give to him is intimidator. That's the one badge that this one doesn't have that I definitely would make sure that Derrick Rose has. But when you're comparing the two on current gen, give me Derrick Rose. On next gen, give me Steph Curry. But you guys could honestly put the top 3 in any given order. But that is going to wrap it up for my top 10 point guard list. Comment down below. Who was I too low on? Who was I too high on? Let me know. Is there anybody I completely missed out on? Because there probably is one guy that just completely went over my head. Remember, this is only primary point guard, so a guy like Galaxy Up with Dwayne Wade will be on this shooting guard list. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love you guys and have a blessed day.